How can I say it in Japanese?
こんにちは。Welcome to the class. Max です。I am Max.
こんにちは。今日も日本語の勉強お疲れ様です。教師のみゆです。I'm your instructor, Miyu.This podcast for Japanese learners to be able to communicate at the level necessary to participate in society. This week's topic is speaking about prices.
Hey, did you follow our Instagram? You can see this week's story. Please follow and look at today's story while listening. And we would love it if you could share with the hashtag How can I say it in Japanese? Now, let's listen to the story and challenge 3 questions with me.And
please don't forget to follow us on your listening platform. Okay, are you ready?
始めましょう。
Maylin-san and Daniel-san are talking in the supermarket.
問題。ステップ1。
Question.Please listen to the story and tell the answer. If it's a true, you say 丸 or if it's a false, you say ×. An apple in Taiwan is cheaper than in Japan. Please focus on Mary-san's phrase starting 台湾では。見てください。このリンゴ1個310円ですよ。
このパイナップルは800円ですね。
日本の果物はとても高いですね。
そうですね。
台湾ではリンゴは1個70円ぐらいで買うことができますよ。
それは安いですね。
フランスと日本とどちらが物価が高いですか？
そうですね。あまり変わらないと思います。でも、果物は日本よりフランスの方が安いですよ。
そうですか。An apple in Taiwan is cheaper than in Japan. 丸 or ×.
Well, I think she was surprised about the price of the apple there. 300 something yen. But the one in Taiwan is 70 yen. So it must be 丸.
Correct!
Yeah!
So, as Max-san said, Meilin-san was surprised at the price of an apple in Japan. このリンゴ1個310円ですよ。This apple costs 310 yen each. After that, she said, 台湾ではリンゴは1個70円ぐらいで買うことができますよ。Which means, in Taiwan, I can buy apples for about 70 yen each. Do you remember? We already learned about ことができます in lesson 51. In that lesson, verb dictionary form plus ことができます is used when talking about things that you have the ability to do, and also when talking about something that you are allowed to do or it is possible for you to do. ことができます can be used.The negative form of this is ことができません。For example, マックスさん、スマホは便利ですね。どうしてだと思いますか？
インターネットで調べることができますから。
そうですね。でも、試験の時、使うことができますか？
いいえ、使うことができません。
もちろんそうですね。Okay, then the answer is 丸 An apple in Taiwan is cheaper than in Japan. こんにちは、みゆです。今日も聞いてくれてありがとうございます。Now, I open a Patreon. I'm in a Japanese English language exchange community that connects people from anywhere in the world.I recommend to those who have no opportunity to speak Japanese or English on a regular basis, need a place where you can output Japanese or English more easily, Want to make friends who can speak Japanese or English? Or want a place that exposes you to Japanese or English outside of the class? We have an event to exchange language between Japanese and English once a month. Please join us. Thank you.
New words.
Let's confirm today's new words together. Please look at the description and repeat after me. こ
A kind of a unit when counting of small and round general objects.
りんご
Apple,
パイナップル
pineapple,
果物
fruits,
高い
expensive, adjective,
台湾
Taiwan,
安い
cheap, adjective,
物価
price of commodities,
変わります
to be changed, to have a difference,
スマホスマートフォン
smartphone,
インターネット
internet,
調べます
to look up, to research,
犬
dog,
猫
cat.
Okay, good job!
問題。ステップ2。
Next is a three-choice quiz. Which price is more expensive, France or Japan? A. France. B. Japan. C. Neither is that much different.
Well, could I listen to it one more time? もう一度お願いします。
Okay, then please focus on listening to Daniel-san's phrase after the second. そうですね。見てください。このリンゴ1個310円ですよ。
このパイナップルは800円ですね。
日本の果物はとても高いですね。
そうですね。
台湾ではリンゴは1個70円ぐらいで買うことができますよ。
それは安いですね。
フランスと日本とどちらが物価が高いですか？
そうですね。あまり変わらないと思います。でも、果物は日本よりフランスの方が安いですよ。
そうですか。So, did you know which price is more expensive between France and Japan? A. France. B. Japan. C. Neither is that much different.
I think he said あまり変わらないと思います。But I think he also said 果物は日本よりフランスの方が安いですよ。I don't know. I guess maybe the answer could be A.
Wrong!
Oh my god.
I think this question was tricky. First, she asked him, フランスと日本とどちらが物価が高いですか？ Which means, which price is more expensive, France or Japan? When comparing two things and asking something about them, noun A と noun B とどちらが adjective ですか？ is used. You can use adjective or not adjective without not and the adjective part. For example, マックスさんは犬と猫とどちらが好きですか？
犬が好きです。みゆ先生は？
私も犬が好きです。And Daniel-san answered her question. あまり変わらないと思います。I think that neither is that much different. But he continued. でも、果物は日本よりフランスの方が安いですよ。But fruits are cheaper in France than in Japan. When comparing A to B and say that B is more of something than A より B の方が adjective is used. The conjunctive form is noun A より noun B の方がいい adjective です。or not adjective without not です。is used. For example, マックスさんは肉と魚とどちらが好きですか？
肉より魚の方が好きです。みゆ先生は肉と魚どちらが好きですか？
私はどちらも好きですが、選ぶなら肉が好きです。Okay, let's go back to the question. He said, 果物は日本よりフランスの方が安いです。But this is 果物は which means as far as fruits are concerned. The particle は indicates that the noun before it is the topic of the sentence. So, this is not about prices as a whole, only about the price of the fruits. So, the answer is C. Neither is that much different. フランスと日本の物価はあまり変わりません。
今日のフレーズ。
This is today's phrase. We want to memorize the most important today. So today's phrase is
果物は日本よりフランスの方が安いです。
That means fruits are cheaper in France than in Japan. For your information, the order of noun A より noun B の方が may also be switched. For example, 肉の方が魚より好きです。I like meat more than fish. Okay, then let's practice today's phrase. 果物は日本よりフランスの方が安いです。Please repeat after me with Max さん。果物は日本よりフランスの方が安いです。
果物は日本よりフランスの方が安いです。
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 Good job! Next, let's try to talk to us using today's phrase.
問題。ステップ3。
You can see the price of vegetables in Japan, but it is very expensive. Please try to express it by comparing your country.
そうですね。私の国も日本より安いですよ。
Did you say it? The answer is 野菜は日本より私の国の方が安いです。Or you can say 野菜は私の国より日本の方が高いです。Good job!
Make your story.
Okay, now I will present today's story's listener thoughts. When Meiling-san and Daniel-san are talking about prices between Japan and their own countries, Daniel-san said, "Something is cheaper in my country than it is in Japan." Then think of a good punchline and tell us what it could be.
First, Gurun-san from Nepal.
売っているものは全部日本より私の国の方が安いです。
Everything sold is cheaper in my country than in Japan. Yeah, I think so too. It's really the magic of the weak yen right now.
Whoa, nice! I wish I could go to Nepal right now.
Okay, next one. Emily-san from Hong Kong.
餃子は日本より私の国の方が美味しいです。
Dumplings are better in my country than in Japan. そうですね。私もいつか 香港で餃子を食べてみたいです。
I would like to try it. Can you send it to Okinawa for me and Miyu sensei?
ぜひお願いします。Okay, last one. Yi-san from Korea.
化粧品は日本より私の国の方が安いし、とてもいいです。
Cosmetics are cheaper and much better in my country than in Japan. Yeah, true. Korean cosmetics are really popular in Japan now.
Oh, I see. I trust you. I guess I don't really use makeup so much.
Now, please choose one for the Max Award.
Okay, I choose this one.
見てください。このリンゴ1個310円ですよ。
このパイナップルは800円ですね。
日本の果物はとても高いですね。
そうですね。
台湾ではリンゴは1個70円ぐらいで買うことができますよ。
それは安いですね。
ネパールと日本とどちらが物価が高いですか？
それはもちろん日本の方が高いです。売っているものは全部日本より私の国の方が安いですよ。
そうですか。
Okay, then the max award is Glun-san spot.
おめでとうございます。Congratulations!
I chose this one because I wish the yen was stronger. I could travel all over the world.
Good job, グルンさん。
Please choose a story in the section Make Your Story and send your interesting story to the form in the description. We're waiting.
Okay, that's all for today.
今日も来てくれてありがとう。Thank you so much for listening.
Today's phrase is 果物は日本よりフランスの方が安いです。You can use it when comparing two things. So, in today's lesson, you can speak about prices while comparing your country with others. Please listen and shadow the conversation a lot for practice. お疲れ様でした。Good job!
We upload a new episode on the first and the third Tuesday of the month. You can mainly listen on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and Google Podcast. Please don't forget to follow us on your favorite listening platform. The hashtag is How can I say it in Japanese? When you send a message, question, or any request, please click the link down below the description to send it. We are waiting for your messages.
And for those who wish to study Japanese more seriously, online lessons are always available. Please click on the overview section for a free trial lesson. はい。ではまた。See you next time.
さようなら。